Here in the ninth.
What's going on, guys? It's Mr. Affleck9916 and welcome back to another episode of the MLB 16 The Show, Road to the Show, episode 92. We are here in June of 2022 in Kansas City. We get the first batter to strike out. I hope you guys are having a good Tuesday. It's been a good second day to my week so far. Got up early again this morning. I actually did work on videos because I played all of this gameplay this morning from like 8:30 to quarter to 10. Before I went and got breakfast, I actually played for like an hour and a half. I figured, you know, I'm up early. I don't have class until 10:30 on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which is nice. I get to sleep in a little bit. But since I was up early, I figured I might as well do some MLB The Show. And that's always, guys, a fun thing to do in the morning before class. If you have time to play MLB The Show, I will take that opportunity. But it's much better when I was in high school and I had to get up at, 6:30 in the morning every day and get right on the school bus at 7:05. That was always rough. But this is a lot better. So I woke up, played a lot of MLB The Show today, and then just had a pretty routine day besides that in terms of classes and stuff like that. But the week's going good. Hope you guys are all having a good week as we move on in this game. Getting somewhat close to the All-Star game, and I am doing good in the voting. Now, we all know what happened last year, as I'm going to complete this save with a infield assist. We get our 22nd save of the year and our 201st of our career. But we all know what happened last year, or at least if you guys have been watching this series, you know what happened last year. I was going to make the All-Star team. I was like third or fourth. I was fourth in the voting. And then I had like a bad week before the All-Star game. I blew 2 saves in the last week before the All-Star game. And I dropped to 7th. Just barely didn't make the team, as we're going to get a double play. That's going to be a 1-out save for us right there, a 1-batter save. But I didn't make the All-Star team on literally the last week. So coming down to the stretch, we're about a month before the All-Star game at this point. And I want to just play the best that I can. I want to get that ERA down a little bit. It's at 2.64. I want to get that down closer to 2.0 and continue to get more saves. We have 23 at this point in the year, and we're doing pretty well on that saves number. I mean, we're playing pretty well. We've only blown 2 saves all year, which is the exact type of numbers that I want to see. But, I want to just continue to keep that going well. So after those few games in Kansas City, we head to San Diego, which is, of course, where I used to play. The Padres have those ugly uniforms. I do not miss those at all. I do not miss a lot about playing in San Diego. In fact, I don't think there's hardly anything that I miss about playing for the Padres because that was such a bad experience. We get 2 outs, though, then a 1-1 count to the next batter. He's going to hit a ground ball, and that ball decided to just get under the third baseman's glove, so there are going to be 2 on. So, next batter comes in, 1-0 pitch. That's going to be a sinker in there for a strike. We get him down 1-2. Going to try to get him to strike out on the fastball, and that's exactly what he's going to do. 100 miles an hour, swing and a miss, and we get the save. That's 24 on the year and 203 for our career. We got our 200 save in the last episode, which I uploaded last night, so check that out if you haven't done that yet. But heading to our next game, and the Mets are 37-40, so we've actually been winning a little bit recently. We're somewhat closer to 500 than we were, and at this point, it looks like finishing 500 is now the picture again. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We head up the coast to San Francisco for our next game. I mentioned in the last episode, I'm going to be at this ballpark in real life in July, I think July, maybe August, I think July. But they'll be playing the Cleveland Indians, so that'll be fun. But here on this game, leading 8-6, first batter's going to walk, next batter comes in, and we are going to get a double play. That's a great way to recover from a walk, is with a double play. The Giants are also a really good team, and their closer's not that good. He's in the last year of an under $1 million a year contract. He's older than me, not as good. So this might be a team Jack Davis will be playing for come 2023, depending on what the Mets do. I don't know, guys. Keep it open. I might be a San Francisco Giant. We'll have to wait and see. Miguel Sano, he's going to get that just below the third baseman's glove again. So that's two times in this episode the third baseman's barely let one by. Next batter comes in. We're going to walk him. So all of a sudden, the Giants have 2 runners on with 2 outs. Next batter comes in, 0-1 pitch. He's going to hit this to right field, and this one is going to be caught by the right fielder. So kind of lucky right there. We, escape with a couple fly balls and get our 25th save of the year. That's a nice milestone, number 25. I think I got 50 training points for that, which is always a good thing to have more training points. Coming into our next game, playing in San Francisco again, and we have a 3-1 lead this time. That first batter comes in, and we're going to get started off with a ball. So it is 1-0. We then fall behind all the way to 3-0, and he's going to hit a high and deep fly ball to left field. This one's fairly high. This one is back to the warning track, but the left fielder's going to make the catch, and there is one gone. Kind of a close call right there. We'll take a look at the league leaders and saves. Jack Davis has 24. He's only 3 behind William Blard and Steven Sato. That's that Giants closer. The reason he has so many, Steven Sato's like an 82, 83, 84 overall compared to me, as the next batter's going to fly out to deep left field as well. But the Giants are just really good. So he's had a ton of save opportunities. Jack Davis, I'd probably have 30 at this point on the year, which would be fantastic. But 1-2 out, and we are going to hit him. Ouch. That got him right in the shoulder or the elbow or something. Take another look at this pitch. Boink. Oh, right off the elbow. Ouch. That's got to be painful. Right in the funny bone area. And that one is going to be hurting him, I think, for a while. Next batter comes in, and he's going to get a base hit up the middle. So once again, the Giants have 2 on with 2 outs, just like they did yesterday. We get the next batter 2-2, and we miss low with a sinker, so it's going to be 3-2 with 2 outs. Going to try to get that strikeout with the fastball. He hits it to right field. Right fielder goes back. Can he make the catch? He's to the warning track, and he makes the catch on the run. 3 deep fly balls. And we get pretty lucky save right there for Jack Davis, our 205th career save and 26 for 28 on the year. Not bad at all. I said at the beginning of the year, as we look at the All-Star voting, I am second right now, so that's starting to look pretty good. Starting to lock in my spot a little bit, as long as I don't have a disastrous last 2 weeks, 3 weeks before the All-Star game. But, oh, what was I talking about before this? I don't even remember. But that's what happens. We go to a practice session. 2 chances left. We let up a base hit. Then 1 chance left. We're going to get a strikeout, but it's not enough for any points. We only got 335 points in this session, and that is only going to be enough for no medal. So we only get 50 training points for trying. Unfortunately, we don't get the medal, but that's what I was saying. Last few weeks before the All-Star game, we have about a week and 2 games. We'll be heading to Detroit, or to New York to play Detroit in this next game. Coming in with a 2.43 ERA and 29 strikeouts in about 31 innings. First batter comes in for the Tigers, and you can make it our 30th strikeout of the year. He goes down on the sinker. That's a beautiful pitch from Jack Davis. Take another look at this one right here. That just sunk right out of the zone, and he swung right over it. That's what a sinker's supposed to do. That's a good strikeout pitch, and this became a strikeout pitch. I've gotten better at using it for strikeouts. Next batter comes in. He chops the sinker into the ground. Catcher throws to first, and just like that, there are 2 gone here in the top of the 9th inning. So 3-2 out, trying to end this game, and he's going to hit it to right field for a base hit. That was my fastball right there, because the right fielder has some problems. Luckily, it doesn't end up in a double, just stays a single. Next batter comes in, and 2 outs, and they're going to get another base hit on the first pitch of the at-bat. He just put that right back where it came from. That was a good piece of hitting by both batters. I threw 2 good pitches, and they just hit it well. So finally, 0-2 outs. Trying to end this game. Here's the pitch. He swings and pops it up. Catcher will get under it, and that looks like it will do it. We saved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We had 6 saves in this episode and not a single blown save. So Jack Davis on fire right now. That's what we want going to that All-Star game. In the next game, you'll find out if we make the All-Star game and maybe if we'll actually ever get to play in the All-Star game, because we made it 2 years ago, but we didn't play in it. So maybe that will finally happen. But that's going to be it, guys, for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this series. More on We The Show coming tomorrow. For now, we'll see you next time. I'm Mr. Aflac 9916. Peace.